Hey y'all, welcome back to Prayers and Cusswords, where softness and survival coexist. And for the first time since creating this platform, I think I finally understand what the hell that means. Not as a tagline, not as a brand statement, not as something cute or put on a website. I mean, I understand in my bones. And the funny thing is, I wasn't planning to record today. This episode was born out of a trigger, a text message, a conversation with my sisters, a breakdown or breakthrough, rather. And the realization that hit me so hard, it made me cry happy tears. So let's talk about it. Because apparently the lesson I've been teaching everybody else is the same lesson I've been trying to learn. Yesterday, I got a text message from my sister. The text itself isn't the point. The point is what it activated. She was expressing concern about my son, her nephew. And while part of me could understand where she was coming from, another part of me was ready to flip a fucking table. Because what I heard wasn't concern. What I heard was judgment. What I heard was another evaluation, another assessment, another performance review. And if you've been listening to this podcast, you know I've had enough damn performance reviews to last a lifetime. Work has been evaluating me, my attendance, my performance, my accommodations, my worth. Life has been evaluating me. Motherhood evaluates you, relationships evaluate you, family evaluates you. Everybody seems to have a goddamn opinion about what you're doing and what you're not doing. And suddenly I found myself asking a question I didn't even realize I was carrying. What do I need to do to be enough? And that question, what do I need to do to be enough? The moment I said it out loud, I knew something wasn't sitting right because I've spent years trying to heal, trying to grow, to become, to prove, to survive, trying to make sense of my ADHD, my grief, trauma, career, motherhood, my relationships, everything. And somehow the finish line kept moving. Every time I accomplished something, there was another thing. Every time I survived something, there was another test. Every time I climbed one mountain, somebody pointed to another. And then it hit me. Enough isn't a destination. Enough is a period, not a destination. A period. The sentence ends there. I'm enough. Period. Not when I get my life together, not when my family understands me, not when my career makes sense, not when my bank account reaches some magical number, not when everybody finally approves. It's now. Period. And y'all, part of what hurt wasn't even the text. It was the fact that a few days ago, I sent my sisters a message saying I had officially launched my LLC, Prayers and Cusswords LLC. Something I dreamt about for years, years, and nobody responded. But later, I was getting feedback about my parenting, and I couldn't understand why that hurt so much. But now I do. Because the message my nervous system received, it wasn't, we're concerned about your son. The message my nervous system received was, we only notice when something is wrong. Mm. And I know that might not have been anybody's intention, but intention and impact aren't always the same thing. Then another conversation happened, and somebody referred to my podcast as a creative outlet. Now, listen, I understand what they meant, but something inside of me immediately said, no, that's not what this is. This isn't a pottery class. This isn't wine night. This isn't some hobby I picked up because I was bored. This thing saved me. This podcast became a place to put grief, fear, confusion, healing, questions, hope. This platform became the place where I could tell the truth. And if I'm being honest, I didn't build it because I had answers. I built it because I needed somewhere to put the question. And that's when I realized something that changed everything. People only see the output. They don't see the cost. They see the LLC, but they don't see the years of self-doubt. They see the podcast, but they don't see the panic attack that became the episode. They see the article, but they don't see the tears that wrote it. They see the follower count, but they don't see the nights I couldn't sleep. They see my son graduating, but they don't see every hard day that got him there. People see output. They rarely see cost. And honestly, that's okay. Because I see it. I was there. I carried it. I know what it looked like. Which finally brings me back to the thing I've been saying for months, where softness and survival coexist. And if you hear that loud as mower in my background, my bad. Which finally brings me back to the point I've been saying for months, where softness and survival coexist. I thought I created that phrase, but it turns out that phrase created me. Because this whole time I've been living it. Softness isn't the absence of struggle. It's allowing yourself to feel something while you're struggling. Survival isn't hardening yourself. It's continuing anyway. Both can exist at the same time. The tears, the growth, the fear, the purpose, the grief, the joy, the cuss words, the prayers, the softness, the survival. All of it. At the same time. At the same time. So if you're listening to this and you've been asking yourself what you need to do to finally be enough, I want to offer you the same realization that found me. Nothing. Nothing. Because enough isn't a destination. It's not a promotion. It's not a relationship. It's not a number on a scale. It's not a title, not approval, not validation, not productivity. It's not perfection. It's a period. You are enough. Period. And maybe that's what softness and survival have been trying to teach me all along. Until next time, this is Ashley, and this has been Prayers and Cusswords, where softness and survival coexist.